Hey guys, hey, how you doing? It's Sunday and I'm out and about and I am in Delray Beach, and what I'm doing is bringing you another video from Healthy TV with Monty V. Of course, I am Monty V, so I'm here with another video just to talk to you about a couple of things. Just wanted to bring up a subject to you today about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is the time that I personally was at an event with the legendary Dr. Sebi. It was back in 2011, I want to say, something to that effect. And yeah, I guess we've been on Facebook maybe about 9 or 10 years now. And I had a friend, shout out to Sonia. She was a part of a group that we were all in that was based around Dr. Sebi's teachings, his nutritional guide, his alkaline lifestyle, some of the cures and some of the healing protocols that he used. And just so happened, she put in the group that Dr. Sebi was coming to town. I had lived in Maryland back at the time, and the event and the lecture was going to be in Washington, D.C. So as a result of her posting that, I just thought to myself, I have to be there. I have to go. I have to hear what this guy has to say. I want to meet Dr. Sebi. I want to see him speak. I want to learn of his teachings, his herbs, his belief system. And so what I did, guys, I mean, I had the oldest, the raggediest, the most ridiculous car you ever want. If I'm not mistaken, I think the car was like a 1997 Altima. You remember what they used to look like? It was like kind of rounded in the back. And I remember something that happened, and I was just getting back on my feet, and I just needed a car. I bought that car real quick, called somebody. They sold me the car, and I decided that I was gonna go. So they used to call them hoopties back then. I got in that car, y'all, and I made the decision that day. Whatever I had to do to be able to go and hear the legendary Dr. Sebi speak, I was gonna do it. I mean, have you ever felt like that? Like you just gotta get there, you gotta make a way. You gotta figure it out. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my experience with seeing Dr. Sebi speak. Now, I didn't get a chance to actually meet him. He came into town the day before. I wasn't able to make it. One, I didn't have transportation, and then when I finally did get the transportation, it was a little bit too late for me to get there. But I was the first one there in line at the place where he was speaking. They said he was going to speak at 4. I kind of figured that it would be so crowded that I just wanted to be the first one to get there. And guess what I did? I got in that car, that old car, and I made it there, and I was the very first person in line. Bought my ticket online, and I was the first one there. So when I got there, I actually waited about 2 hours, and just waiting for the man, waiting for the legend, waiting for the person that I wanted to see, who was known for all of his healing, for all of his teachings, for all of his beliefs. I was going to get a chance to see him. When they opened the doors and we went in, it was just like a small room, and maybe about 100. Oh, sorry about that traffic. Maybe it was about between 100 and 200 of us there. And we went into the place. They just had chairs lined up. It was a small room, but we were all packed in there just waiting for Dr. Sebi to come. It took him a little while to come, but when he finally got there, he looked exactly like every picture, every painting, every post you have ever seen of him in your entire life. He was a tall, thin, dark complected man with a bald head and a scruffy looking beard, but he was a beautiful man. His skin was glowing. His laughter was like a belly laugh. He had the joy and the peace on his life that you could see that he just loved people and loved to help them. So when he came in and he came to speak to us, I mean, he really talked to us as if he was one of our brothers, you know, or one of our uncles. He was like that good guy, that uncle, that person that you could go to when you wanted to get information or learn something, or if you did something wrong and you knew better. He was the one that was going to tell you the absolute truth. So basically this video is to tell you about the 3 things that I learned, that I remember in my lecture in Washington, D.C. in 2011 when I got a chance to lay my eyes on the legendary Dr. Sebi, Alfredo Bowman. I always wanted to go to his place in Honduras, but I never made it before his passing. And so I'm not sure if I'm gonna go, or if I do go, when I'm gonna go. But I would, really like to go there and see the thermal waters and just have all of the herbs and meet his family and just go and just get thoroughly healed and cleansed with the herbs that is as a result of his teachings and his origin. He's the one that started this healing process for us all. And ever since I went there, my life has just been forever changed. So the first thing that I learned is that there's only one disease, right? Dr. Sebi teaches us that there's only one disease, and that disease is mucus. You get the mucus out, you will forever be healed. If you eat a mucus diet, an alkaline electrical diet, he has a nutritional guide. He has a website. You could go to Dr Sebi Cellfood.com and you can find out the information. I just wanted to make sure I had it right. That's Dr Sebi Cellfood.com. You can go there and you can see the nutritional guide on the website, or you can Google it and you'll see it directly online. But he taught us that there is only one disease, and that is mucus. Sorry about the loud traffic. I'm outside in downtown Delray Beach. So if you get the mucus out, you won't be sick. So follow that nutritional guide. It is on Google and it is also on his website. Things that are just made to assimilate in the African body. Now, everybody can eat that food. It is alkaline and it is electric. But we as African carbonated beings, that is what we should be eating. The second thing that I learned is that keep your colon clean, you won't have disease. Disease starts in the colon. It starts in the gut. So if you get all the mucus out, if you eat an alkaline electrical diet, if you follow the nutritional guide, if you eat a plant-based diet, if you stay away from meat, dairy, and starch, your colon will be cleaner and you'll feel better. That was the second thing that I learned. And the final thing that I learned, which is biblical, but Dr. Sebi speaks of it. He says the herbs are made for the healing of the nation. The herbs are made for the healing of the nation. If you take the herbs that he has developed, that his family is continuing his legacy on, if you take those compounds, if you take your sea moss, your bromide plus, if you take those herbs because the herbs are for the healing of the nation, your body will be better. But you have to follow those three protocols, those three things that I just learned as a result of me seeing Dr. Sebi. I'll never forget it. My life was changed forever. He was so sweet and so kind and so genuine, just like you see him on the videos. And I just want to tell you guys, he was able to stand up. He was about 6'1" or 2", and he dropped to his knees and got back up. And at that point, he was at least over 75. He also brought herbs with him, and he gave us some of the herbs in our hand. He gave us like 2 each. He brought a big bag of herbs with him. He gave us some of those herbs, and they just made you feel like so healthy and so strong. I mean, it took effect right there before the lecture was over. So I just wanted to share those 3 things with you today as a result of what I learned from me seeing Dr. Sebi speak at a lecture. And if you know anything about him, if you don't know who he is, you should really, really search this site and find out more about him. His family is still here. They're still carrying on his legacy. But I basically just wanted to talk to you guys today and give you a little synopsis of what I learned when I went to go see Dr. Sebi. He was one of the nicest people I ever saw in my life. He looked exactly like he looked on the videos that you've seen on other sites, the paintings, the drawings, and he sounded just like himself, and he was just really a happy guy. So I just wanted to share that with you. I want his legacy to live on through me because I got to experience it. And just want to tell you all that he was right. Our bodies are our temples. So have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. If I've said anything that touched your heart, please watch, like, share, and subscribe to Healthy TV with Monty V. I hope you got some value out of this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Be blessed. I hope you have a healthy, prosperous, abundant day.